What's up, dudes and dudettes? Today we have the first sponsor of the channel. It is Mangoal, and they manufacture dash cams and other supplies for vehicles. But I will be, like always, giving an honest, in-depth review of this thing and install and so on and so forth and all the fun associated with this. So, nope, let's just get right on into it. First thing is to open this up. I'm always going to use and resort back, not to my Benchmade, but to my cheap, busted Harbor Freight knife. I've actually lost my Benchmade. Here we are opening this up. Getting the trash out the way, pushing it out. Nice packaging. Goes on the floor. Instructions. I don't know how to read those.
You sure about that?
I also don't know how to read those. Joking aside, I probably will read those later. Some stuff and the goodies. Here, this looks like this clamps over your mirror. Yep, connects to the mirror. This is other mirror clamp, I think. I don't know. Listen, I'm not an expert on this. I did absolutely zero research on how to install these. I just wing it. Got that. And we got all the other wiring and stuff with the fluff in there. Let's just install it. All right, so the first thing I believe I have to do is separate this. I'm not entirely sure. I'm winging it, like I said. Actually, let me read the instructions. First, you got to download the Skycam app, just like that. Got to download it. It's downloading pretty quick. Got slow Wi-Fi because I live out in the sticks of Richmond. Now it's saying to add the camera. All right, there's an installation tutorial section. Like I said, I'm very rarely ever wrong, and I nailed it right on the dollar here. I first have to pull out this plug. It's the rain sensor plug, supposedly. I don't know. I'm not a BMW Master Tech. So once you have the clamshell off, you're left with this wire. You want to go ahead and pull that out. Obviously, don't jerk it.
Say ooh. Say ooh.
But, you know, you want to slide it out. Then they provide you with a short cable that is a split off, a little Y-style cable. You want to plug that in. The purple end obviously goes where the purple was. And then the purple end goes into the other connection, leaving you with that. Now, on this end, you have the Germany style colors, so yellow, red, and black. Great choice, by the way. You want to take the yellow, red, and black off the camera, which is this portion right here, and plug that in, just like that. When that plugs in, this will start singing to you, saying, "Hey, I've powered on." And you're like, "Great, thanks. Now how do I do the rest of it?" And that's up to you to figure out. But thankfully, Big Papa is here, and I will help you guys, because this is my first time too. Next, you want to put on your clamshell. You want to put on one side of it, I think one side will go on. There you go, just like that. All right, I clamped down the camera. Next, it leaves me with all this wiring that I have to connect. I know for a fact this can be run up inside the camera and tucked away, so we'll be doing that. The other one connects to the rear view camera, and then this one connects to the GPS. We're gonna do the rear view camera first because I like doing the hardest stuff first, which is this connector, and I'll show you guys how I hook that up. First is obviously connecting it here. I believe it's just a press in. There we go. And this is all going to get run underneath the car. So the first thing I'm going to do is lower the headliner by loosening the screws here. Let's see if I turn on this light if this helps. Nope. The screws on the visor here, the handles, and it should drop down enough for me to run this cable all the way through. Right here. Now that the visors are down, I have enough room to snake this through. All right, swapped out batteries a little bit. Now I'm seeing how far I can drop this without pulling out the A-pillar. Fuck. I should actually start from the rear and feed it forward because I don't want to be passing this bulky end through. So let's move on back. So I actually realized you can disconnect the camera. So I ended up pulling it up through here, pulling the slack out, and I'm just gonna run this all the way along the side. Nothing special, just the minimum, least invasive movement that I can take on this. Come on, we're good. Look, even this just rolls right through there. I don't even have to drop the headliner on this section. So the C-pillar is the same way. You can just run it up along, press it in as you go. Now we have made it to the back. You have to go up over the C-pillar trim down to the D-pillar, which is, I think this is what it's called, and then make your way to the rear view glass. I'm gonna try and do it the same way I have been, which is just rolling it up. I actually need 2 hands for this, so I'll get back with y'all. Now we just need to run this cable all the way through the end and up there. The next step is pretty easy. It's just mounting the camera. I don't know which way is up, which way is down. I will tell you guys shortly whether this arrow is correct or not. Then you guys want to go ahead and tuck all your extra cable somewhere easy and accessible like I am here, to where if it does pull or I get something that snags on it, I can easily pull out more wire or more cable like I am here. Almost got it. It's like I'm fishing. So now with all this cable tucked away, it doesn't look the best, but there's really no better way to run this unless you run it through the hatch, drop all that, but I'm not doing all that. I'm just gonna run it right here, and I'm gonna go fix the seal over here and get that done. So doing these seals are pretty easy. You want to make sure you work your way around the corners and make sure that it clicks into place. Well, not really click, but so the next step is tucking all this wire back into the module thing in here. All right, dudes and dudettes, it has officially been like 2 weeks with this camera, and I am telling you guys, it is sweet. Like, for lack of a better terms, it is sweet. It is worth every penny. Like, and I'm not one to glaze somebody, and I know when to like look for like fake sponsors, and don't think of this as that, because like this is legit. This stuff is like top notch. Like, it's actual recording 4K, of which is a huge problem that I have a lot with a lot of these companies, is that they say 4K and it's not really 4K. This is actually 4K. I'll pop a screen clip here. You guys can see that is crispy clear, and I love like surprising my girlfriend and being like, oh well, look, I listened to you doing this in the car, and so on and so forth. It is a great tool to use, and I 100% support people buying one. If this video has helped you at all, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.